Thank you for joining me today. I'm Watsonator, and this is my Metal Gear Solid experience. Oh man, right now I have this overwhelming feeling of nostalgia just playing this game over again. Right now words are just like, they're not coming out the way I want them. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get into the game. Now, like I said in my last episode, I will be playing this game on Extreme. I've never played it on Extreme. So, doing so means one thing. I do not get the radar. I've never played the game without the radar. It is very valuable. I'm a little bit nervous right now. But you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Now, one thing I don't like doing is talking over the characters in the game itself. So there will probably be times where I stop abruptly because someone's about to speak. But after playing this game as many times as I have, I kind of think I know when everyone's going to talk, but I'm not 100% sure. So, oh, this is bringing me back so far.
Stay alert. It'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Let me paint you a picture real quick. A 10, 11-year-old boy sitting in his bedroom floor in front of a small UHF TV plugged up to a VCR playing a PlayStation. That's where I'm at right
now. This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I can't believe I am back in this game. Oh, let me go ahead and grab the ration down. So, I am... Wait, where's the ration? Okay, that's... Oh, I'm playing on Extreme. There isn't a ration down there. Is there a ration over here? No, there is not. Okay. Alrighty. So, I don't know how much has changed between normal and Extreme. I'm guessing a lot. I'm guessing a lot of the items that I'm used to just grabbing and running with, they're not going to be there. And without the radar, I have to constantly keep checking around corners like this. It's going to get tedious. I already see that right now. I really... Oh. Right now, the only... Oh, man.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You'd better hide somewhere.
My heart is racing right now, so words aren't coming out as well as I want them to. Oh man, what am I doing? Wait. Oh God. Let me take a minute here to breathe. So, I'm going to have to watch every corner. I am going to have to play as careful as I can. I would like to fully play the game without getting caught, without setting an alarm. I really doubt that that's going to happen. But I'm going to do my best I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out. I've got adrenaline pumping through me right now. It's more nerves. I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like something's gonna go wrong, and I'm not looking to do a perfect playthrough, but I don't want to screw up early either. Did the elevator just glitch? Or was that me? Huh, it's weird. Okay, let's go. Now, one thing I noticed is that guy right down there, I'm like 5 feet above him. And he clearly could see me. Oh, I need to relax. I need to relax real quick. Oh. Now, there is another title, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. I might actually play that game. I never fully played it. But with that one, I might just screw around with the game with all the bonuses and extras you get. Now, one thing I do love about this game is this is how you make an intro scene right here. That music build-up, that title just plastered across right perfectly on the screen itself. I love it. Now, I have random thoughts. I've always had random questions, even as a kid. First thing as a kid, I thought, instead of looking at the game and everything, was, how long was the ride on this elevator? Did it really take that long to get up here? I'm weird, I know. Don't judge me. The build-up on the game is just, it's almost perfect.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Thanks to the VR training I did on board the Discovery.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
So there are 4 points I need to make. First of all, there is the whole thing with Snake saying the VR training he took aboard the Discovery. I didn't do VR training. I jumped straight into the game here. The next point, Colonel said Mei Ling created my radar. I don't have a radar. Now, there was a jump cut between that of Colonel and Mei Ling. That was actually the tutorial for the radar itself. And lastly, Naomi talking about allowing Snake to give her a strip search when he gets back. Even as a kid, I highly doubted something like that would happen, but I thought it would be really cool if I got to see it. Anyways, what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to call Campbell because he's going to tell me about the weapon I just got and how to equip it and everything. But he's also going to give me another number for another support character to call. So let me go ahead and just pull his up and call him real quick. Oh, I forgot how to do the buttons. There we are.
Good. You've got yourself a weapon. To use it, first hold down the R2 button to enter weapon mode. Then select the weapon you want with the directional button. After you've selected the weapon you want, let go of the R2 button to exit weapon mode. The weapon you selected should appear in your hand. To use the weapon, follow the directions displayed in the window. If you use the R1 button, you can equip your weapon more quickly. While you're barehanded, press the R1 button to equip the last weapon you used. Press the R1 button while you're holding a weapon to be barehanded again. Don't fire your gun needlessly, or you might be discovered. If you had a gun with a suppressor, it would be a different story. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
So, Nastasha, that's the reason I called Campbell, because I couldn't remember her number. So let's go ahead and call her.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
Now, Nastasha is vitally important because she gives you information about every weapon in the game, how to use it, the best way to use it. Now, speaking of weapons, I got the chaff because chaff takes out cameras, like
A surveillance camera?
this one. Now, random question number 2, when I was a kid. That camera did not see that grenade getting thrown in the room? Yes, I take a lot of things seriously. So, with that, here's my first weapon. Let me go ahead and call Nastasha real quick, and she'll tell us about the weapon.
Хорошо. Good. You found a SOCOM. That's a Special Operations Command pistol. It's a .45 caliber pistol with plenty of stopping power. It's also equipped with a LAM for nighttime combat. If you hold down the weapon button, you can train the laser sight on the enemy to help you aim. If you find a SOCOM suppressor, you can equip that too. That pistol was designed specifically for use by special forces, so I think it will be useful. Some people find it a little heavy and hard to use, but it shouldn't be a problem for you.
Now, there is a ton of these codec calls. I'm not going to do them all in each episode, but I might make a separate episode of each character's calls. And I can hear the guy over there. Where's he at? Hold on a second. No, I'm not crazy. There he is. I knew I heard him. Anyways. So, by the way, for shits and giggles, just because Colonel said give a knock on the door, or it was Snake, I forget which one. And, of course, they're not going to let me in, so I'm still a little bit nervous because I have a feeling I'm going to run in front of one of these cameras or the... Oh, God. Oh, he's closer than I wanted. I'm going to run in front of somebody and they're going to see me. Oh, I got to shake these nerves off. Alright. There we go. And let's go ahead and get to this duck.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get in the facility. Speaking of facilities, between this game and GoldenEye, as a kid, I always wanted to crawl through a ventilation duct just because of these two games. Even as an adult, I still want to do that. I'd find it cool. Who's this?
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Now that was interesting. After the first episode I did of all the briefings, and what I can remember, Colonel never mentioned anything about talking to Master Miller. That's actually just dawning on me right now.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
That's another thing. Going through that cutscene, I'm not sure if the guy that's being told about what's going on is the same character that we're going to run into later, but I have a feeling it is. So, and I do apologize while being in the vents here, the camera swaying back and forth. It is kind of hard for me to see. When I play this on my own, I kind of jack up the brightness on the TV, and I didn't, wait, sorry, wrong way. I didn't do that this time. I literally want to play this game on extreme and have all the problems playing the game itself. And what's up?
Press the action button to drop down.
Oh god, tutorials like that give me a headache. Forced tutorials like that give me a headache.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Alright, so there are a ton of cameras around here. I need to be very, very careful. And I think there's something in here. Oh, a camera. Lovely. There's something else. What? Yeah. What is this? You are thermal goggles. Okay. I don't think I need you this soon, but whatever. Since I can grab you. Now, I'm still trying to remember. Replaying a game is very hard for me. There's one guy. How many more is there? He's there. He's there. Where's the other guy? Okay. There he is. Anyways, like I was saying, it's harder for me to replay games because I have a mental image of this entire game just flooding back into my head, and it's like I know this whole entire game back and forth, but I don't know what extreme's gonna change. So, I'm still a little nervous. Okay, there he is. And where's the other guy? He's right there. Alright. So, there he is. This elevator's taking time. Thank you. And, ooh, wow, he was already heading this way. Now, normally when you get off the elevator here and you come here, there's a call about, hey, guess who's close by? And since we don't have the radar, we're not going to get that call. But we should already know who they're talking about. DARPA Chief in the cell here. Hey, DARPA Chief. Don't ignore me. Answer my knocking. Prick. Trying to save you and you're not listening. Alrighty, is the ration down here? No. Yeah. So I still don't have a ration. Great. Alright.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
That's the only dislike I have for this game. The constant tutorials. I hope they end soon. I can't remember how many more I'm going to have. So, real quick, I'm going to try and activate a cutscene here. I hope I'm going in the right direction. Let's see. I think this is it.
Ugh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
So I'm going to try and get all the cutscenes in, all the extras and everything. But right now, that character is going to come back later in this game and in this series. He is one of my favorite secondary characters out of the entire series because he is hysterical. When you get to him later on, it's just, he's so comical. He's the comic relief in the game itself. So now there's a code here or a cheat. I don't know if I'm going to do it right, but if you remember when they were talking about the woman in the cell.
Is that a woman? Not him.
That's the woman they were talking about. So, if you saw, she is doing exercises. So, with that, you leave and come back. I'm going to cut this so that I can show all the exercises. Starting off with the sit-ups here. And from the sit-ups, she goes into doing one-arm push-ups. She is built to do that. Now from there, we go to leg stretches. Man, she's flexible. Once that's all done, you come back and you find her doing sit-ups in her underwear. So, I'm pretty sure I didn't do the code right. You're supposed to do this so many times, and then in the next cutscene, she's actually going to be in her underwear. So, I don't know if I did it right, but we'll find out. So,
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
third random question. How is it possible for a grown man to turn 180 degrees in a ventilation shaft? Yes, I'm weird. I know.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
That's not good.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
So, the one thing I never understood was the vent I came in from, I can't go back out of. Now, it's not working. What I'm trying to do is see Meryl beat the crap out of that guy, and it's not working. This is why I like third-person view. You can manipulate the camera, and... Oh, this isn't a trap. Oh, no. This is the only way you can go. Anyways, sorry you're dead, dude. But this guy will actually be told to you later on.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here!
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Oh, crap. Oh, no. Okay. We've got ammunition at the very least.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Okay.
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
Very good. Killing people is fun. Alright, so where they're coming in, I'm going to use a stun grenade. I'm going to knock them out. There we go. Oh crap, I'm out of ammo. Ah! Oh, a ration. Ah, give me the ration. Ah, I gotta quit this fast. Okay. Oh no, I'm out of ammo again. Bag on it. Crap! Oh, come on. Got this. Yeah. Got this. Oh my god, I'm out again? Really? Oh, fuck. I think they're about to throw grenades. Oh, crap, yes. Okay, so, another stun grenade, and, my ration. Oh no, my ration, ration, thank you. Alrighty, and, yes! That was the longest delay for my freaking stun grenade I've ever had. But, at least we got it done.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Alright. So, after all that... Oh, I need some bullets. Man, that was a lot. So, sorry you got knocked out, dude, but we'll come back to you later. Alrighty, so I'm gonna end the episode here. This is a good stopping point, but first, let's go ahead and save and hear what Mei Ling has to say.
What is it, Snake? Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. But I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
So, Mei Ling has a ton of proverbs every time you save the game. So, at the end of each episode, we're going to hear an awesome proverb from Mei Ling. Now, like I said, I'm going to make a video of all the codec calls from each character. One of the main ones I know I want to do is Mei Ling. All of her proverbs are awesome. So, with that, I do thank you for watching this video. And until next time, I'll be waiting in the next episode.